Good afternoon. I'm here now with Florence Iarocci to talk about more festival memories at her home. And without much more to say about the festival, as you know, we're making plans for it yet. Either a live festival or on the ground, as we're saying, or if we can't do that, we'll do the alternate one as similar to what we did last year, but even more. But I've been meeting with people like Florence to just talk about some of the memories of festivals of the past and her recollection of some of those. So let me turn this around. I'm here at her home, as I said. There's Florence there. Well, Florence, good afternoon. I'm glad you're willing to take the time out to talk with me a little bit about the festival. We were in our conversation over coffee. You were saying about the festival. I'm trying to think who was it you just mentioned about some things.
Like I told you, I remember the bags of groceries.
Oh, the groceries thing, yes.
Groceries, she'd raffle them off. But then, while she had a bag of groceries in the stand, she would raffle, like people donated, say, an Afghan or a wreath, and she would sell little tickets on that and raffle those. So she was making money both ways, you know.
Now, who was this again?
Nancy Bennett.
Oh, Nancy. Oh, yes, yeah. Her name came up earlier this morning, too, with Jean Vendetti.
She was a moneymaker.
Yeah, she was very active with the parish, I know, and I'm sure with the festival. Is that one of your earliest memories of the festival? Would it be the food bags or the raffling off the food bags?
We used to have fishing for the little kids. You know, they would fish in the water
Like
and get prizes.
one of those little ponds type of thing.
Rides and those other stands, you know. Then we had hanging plants. They would raffle those off. We had I ran Trash and Treasure. That did good. Some people brought junk, but most of the stuff was good. We sold it.
And most of this was being held at the Masucci Field in those days.
No. Where did we have our? No.
Across from the church.
Must have been, yeah.
Yeah, on Columbus Avenue there.
Right, and then
Near
when
the church.
we had the new church, they played bingo on every night of the bazaar.
In the gym,
In the
right?
gym.
I remember Jean was saying that
And
too.
then we had 3 nights. We had Friday night we had pasta and beans. Saturday night we had chicken, and then Sunday we had pasta.
So there was a dinner. I mean, she
Right.
mentioned so pasta and beans on Friday, chicken on Saturday, and the pasta on Sunday.
But you know, like when my mother, in the early days, everything was donated. Nobody bought nothing, and all the women in the church went to make the meatballs and the sauce and all that. You know, at that time we had neighborhood grocery stores, and they would donate the vegetables and the salads and all that sauce.
Probably more stay-at-home moms too than you have today.
Right,
We're not
right,
both parents working with somebody.
Oh, yeah, see, that's a different generation now.
A different era, that's for sure. Yeah.
You can't get people to do what you want them to do nowadays.
Everybody's working as part of it.
Everybody's
Yeah.
working.
When you didn't have both.
And now they're afraid of the virus.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, we're still concerned about whether we should have the festival
Well,
or not because
to tell you the truth, everybody I talk to is not going.
they're afraid of the risk, huh?
They're afraid of the risk,
Yeah.
and they said definitely they would not work in a stand. You don't know who's going to come to your stand and talk to you.
Yeah. There's just the fact that we're talking about it yet says there's a concern, and you know you have to have a concern not for our own parishioners, but also people who are going to be coming.
Right.
So
Maybe just having it on Sundays would be just
like we did last year. Then to have
it for one day.
have the fest. Of course, we'll have the novena. We'll have the novena mass
Right.
and masses with the novena. We'll have the mass itself. Then I think the procession for sure. And there'll be a dinner on Sunday
And
too.
that's it.
And we have that lottery. You know.
You're making money on the lottery, aren't you?
It should be. Yeah, if we sell all the tickets, we'll end up with about $12,000, I think.
Oh, that's
That'd be real. But we'll do some other things with it too.
But I think 3 days is too much right now.
At this point, yeah.
You know?
So let's go back to some of the earlier memories. You've always lived in Ashtabula, is that correct?
No, I was born in Cleveland. I was born in Little Italy.
Ah, okay. So when you got married, you came here then?
No, I came here. Then my mother had. Then she had my brother Tony.
And
I don't remember way back, but I do remember I've seen movies of their parade. You know,
The festival?
they were beautiful. They'd have the little First Communion kids, and then we had all kind of clubs: mother and dad, young fidelity. Like you said, everybody was home. Everybody.
You had
Mom and dad's club. Everybody did everything.
more men's organizations, more ladies' organizations going
Right.
on, and all of them pitching in to help with the festival
And
too.
what happened to our little altar boys? We used to have little altar boys. They'd
Yeah, well, during the pandemic, we kind of stopped that somewhat. And there's just a few altar servers now. We've got some altar girls and altar boys.
Oh,
And probably once we get into the summer, and I think when Father Matthew comes and with Deacon Francisco at that time, I'm going to have the two of them begin working with the altar servers again
oh,
to
good.
start gathering some. We had
Yeah.
the one young boy, Ryan, served almost all the time. He's ninth grader? No. And junior high, just got
Yeah.
confirmed this year. He used to
Oh.
serve all the time. But as they get older, they get involved with sports and some other things. You don't
Oh,
see them as
yeah, see,
much as
that's
some
it.
of them.
They're all involved now.
But there are still some younger ones that we will be getting into serving.
Yeah,
That's for
I
sure.
think people were more dedicated when they didn't work. They had more time on their hands.
They had a little bit more time to commit to their
Right.
parish church, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Why did they have the baccalaureate at the school? Don't we always have it at the church?
Normally at St. Joe's Church,
Right.
but this year, again, because of the pandemic, just for social distancing and space, a greater space for family members, they were allowed more family members to come at the school this year. And I think it was also Bishop Bonner's schedule too, because it was on a Sunday. Usually it's
I
like on a
heard he was
Friday.
very nice.
We had a wonderful time with him at the
Did they
at
have
the
a dinner
baccalaureate.
Sunday?
No, it was just the baccalaureate
Just
mass.
the baccalaureate?
Yeah,
I remember we'd go to St. Joe, then we'd go to St. John's for a breakfast. It
Yeah,
was-
they normally they have done that up until the last 2 years because of the pandemic.
Uh-huh.
And my guess is 2 years previous, I think 2019, if I'm correct, when they had baccalaureate was at St. Joe's Church, and then after the mass, everybody went up to St. John's into the cafeteria
Yeah.
to have a little brunch afterwards.
Oh, nice.
And my hunch is that they'll do that again coming up this next year, not this year,
Yeah.
but this year. Yeah.
Well, that's good. Well, how long are you going to be here?
Hopefully a couple more years or more.
Oh, I
I
hope
told
so.
Bishop one. But so, any other? Why don't we look at some of these pictures on the book, maybe, just to kind of
Yeah.
show.
Definitely.
There's a couple things here that, of course, this is most of a lot of the building of the
This one is
church.
with the families.
Families.
And I mean, they're probably half all gone.
Well, I'm sure there's some around someplace, but there were some older ones here I thought would be interesting to see. If I could.
know, they didn't
Oh, here it
look-
is. When they were building the church at Mount Carmel. In this picture
You
here.
had that book, Father.
We'll keep it with our archives. And I
Yeah.
think that's Bishop Walsh who's breaking the ground. And I could see Father Vaca, I think, in this one picture here holding the umbrella. So, Flo, I really appreciate you taking the time
I
to do the
enjoyed
interview
it.
with us like this.
I was
And
trying not to ask you too many questions.
we can get back to those as we wrap this up. But if you have some other ideas about the festival you want to share sometime in the
Yeah,
near
I think
future,
I think it-
I will do that again. I'm going to wrap this up. We have a few people watching already. One last thought?
Yeah, you know, when they have the cake sale, you know.
Oh, yes, huh? Like,
They should sell on the side, pastry. People love to buy donuts, banana bread, zucchini bread, pies, cake. You're making money two ways.
I'll tell Dawn I'm not. I think that she run that. She'll get
She comes here on Thursday for supper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still having the Thursday suppers with them. Oh, wonderful. That's,
We're not as many as we were, though. you know.
I understand.
My grandkids are out of town.
yeah, yeah.
But we do.
Well, it's good. You still do it on Thursdays.
I bet I've done it for 50 years.
I've been told about that. Yes, I've been
Oh,
invited a number
there
of
were
times.
15 around this table. You know, I enjoy it. I love it. You're welcome
Yeah. Nick, your son, has invited me a number of different times, and I keep saying I need to get to that. I
He
will.
moved, you know. He
Huh?
moved just down the street.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, good. So he's close by. Yeah,
Close
that's good.
by. Yeah. Oh, he's a gem. He does everything for me. Everything.
Well, let me kind of wrap this up and turn
We
this
could
way.
Go on all day, huh?
If we could. Well, again, it was wonderful to have you do this interview with us. I really appreciate it, and we're going to be posting it on.